Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So you all remember this story, the CEO of Winhomes, engineer Stella, the woman who publicly accused the Minister of Works, David Umahi, of trying to take her land during the Lagos-Calabar coastal highway. She literally called him a land grabber. At the time, she even called on President Tinubu to step in, warning that the minister's action could damage Nigeria's international image. So eventually, she took the whole issue to court. Well, here's the breaking update.
Firstly, I would love to recognize the President of Nigeria, President Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Federal Government of Nigeria, members of the press, fellow Nigerians at home and abroad, esteemed foreign partners, ladies and gentlemen. I stand here representing hundreds of diasporans, investors, and foreign partners who believed in the renewed hope vision of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. A vision that inspired us to invest massively in the future. But today, Mr. President, I stand here to report the reckless and damaging conduct of one of your ministers, the Honorable Minister of Works, Engineer David Umahi, whose recent public statement and action regarding Winhomes Estate have crossed legal boundary, violated constitutional order, and endangered investors' confidence. Honorable Minister has repeatedly invoked your name, Mr. President, in a matter that is currently before a court of competent jurisdiction. This conduct is improper, dangerous, and exposes your esteemed office to unnecessary domestic and international reputational risk. It creates the impression of executive interference, undermines the judicial independence, and breaches the doctrine of separation of power. Let me be clear, private purchase negotiation. He denied inviting the diaspora, yet letters from the Federal Ministry of Works and video evidence prove otherwise. He denied MTN to Africa advisory, yet televised record shows MTN advisory to go back to the original alignment. He claimed only 4 hectares were affected. That is a gross misrepresentation. This distortion utterly erodes public trust and damages Nigeria's global image before investors. Minister Umahi has been writing to coalition group bypassing the legitimate landowners and their legal counsel, notwithstanding that the legal counsel has written to him. The coalition of civil society is not Winhomes. They don't have a plot in Winhomes. They are just sympathizers, not owners. All dialogue should be formally directed to Winhomes Global Services Limited through our council. We have offered dates in the 3rd and 4th week of October for us to fly down to Nigeria for proper engagement and dialogue. Mr. President, the eyes of the world are on Nigeria. Diaspora communities, foreign investors, development agencies, rating body, diplomatic missions are monitoring this controversy. Every reckless statement from the minister demarcates Nigeria, raises risk perception, and threatens future.
The Federal High Court in Lagos has now struck out the case filed by Winhomes Estate Global Services Limited, and Mr. David Umahi has reacted immediately. He says the court's decision shows that the government followed due process and respected the rule of law throughout the project. So basically, Umahi is celebrating the judgment, saying it proves the ministry did not break any rules. So where does this leave Winhomes? What happens next? Did the court strike it out because of technical issues, lack of evidence, or something else? And will Engineer Stella appeal the case? A lot of questions are still hanging, but one thing is clear: this judgment has shifted the conversation. Let me know what you all think. Was this a fair ruling, or is there more to the story? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
Where a woman was saying, oh, the diaspora people, who are these diaspora people? You say 250 million US dollar, but you people have been going there, and none of you has been able to question where is the investment of 250 million US dollars? How did they pay? Where is the bank account? Where did you keep the money? So it's a fraud, and I hope those people will come together to demand for their money and compensation, interest on the money they paid. It's quite annoying when a woman could, just defraud, very exposed people. They're all, they're in Lagos and Southeast, they are the owners. They have contacted me. So I'm not surprised that our team of SANs did a fantastic work. No submission case, and the case has been thrown away because this minister didn't have any case ab initio. So they should demand for their money. First of all, the money is with the woman. Let us recover the money first, you know. And a lot of avenues to do. If it's in America using TAPO to bring her back, then you have EFCC, you have ICPC, you have the police, you have DSS. You know, they do fantastic jobs. So they can be used to trace what is the situation. She was saying at Ukuaja, oh, no cable pass there. Is MTN not alive? Is True Africa not alive? They have their cables, and during the live telecast stakeholders, they made their presentation, and that reminds me, between that 12th and the 17th, we're going to have a stakeholders engagement on this alignment, where the ESIA will do presentation, Medeta will do presentation, but we are not waiting. Whatever is found, we have to deal with that immediately because we want this job done very quickly. So, Winhomes, some of you were supporting the woman, and you all lost.